Okay, I'd like to see him keeping a few stalkers around the edges. That's what I would like to see. There's no reason his zealots and immortals should be coming along for the ride.
Yeah, but it's just a great play by the Terran player to even out.
Oh wow, he must have seen the reflection of Sentry, Guardian Shield.
Oh, there's just too much here.
No.
Oh, but here comes the drop in the back of Protoss base. These units not doing anything.
Oh, and he has to pull back.
Move them.
This is pretty great harass by the Terran.
Yeah, very nice play to get the army out of the base.
Great harass by the Terran, and also just
not losing a single. Oh my god! What incredible micro by the Terran, sacrificing that Marine to get the medevac out with 7 HP.
Very nicely done.
Jesus, Kdogma, you crafty player, you.
Chrono boosting some probes. He actually is not as far behind in economy as we thought because he overloaded on probes at the beginning. Amusingly enough.
Yes and no, but either way, Terran has now evened it up. He sacrificed a lot of worker production to do those early attacks, and now
I would go into defensive mode
in SCVs.
Yeah, I would go into defensive mode, park 2 sentries up my choke, and start working on an expansion.
Either way, Kdogma finally taking out that pylon. The Zealot does not even finish warping in. And now he will land his command center. He will land his command center.
Yeah, he will.
He lands it.
I'm surprised that Terran hasn't done more drops because it looks like TOS is doing so very little.
Then those Marines just bolt out of their must. Oh my goodness. What did we miss? He
went from about, I'd say 18
I was so
probes.
upset that command center was floating in the air. It turns out Kdogma had a perfectly good reason to do it. He was annihilating Punkrawk's back worker line.
Yeah,
this game, he needs to win with this push because he is so far behind on economy.
I would do Guardian Shield. I don't think is nearly worth it as much as force fields in that context.
That's right. The Marauders do so much damage that the Guardian Shield really only takes off about 2 per attack.
Yeah.
It's great versus Marines, but not enough.
I would like to see him move those people. I would actually like to see him force field that ramp and then take out that expansion.
Yeah, well, too late now because those sentries are dead.
I would get them in that bunker. Yeah,
this final push, it looks bad for the Terran player, but really, this is an all-in for Punkrawk because he was absolutely annihilated on economy.
He has actually not the worst income relative to Terran, but still not really doing well.
Nothing going on in this base.
Yeah. I would like to see him throw up a proxy pylon.
He did do a great job evening the score a little bit. Took out a lot of workers. I think that was his main goal here. Maybe not to win, but
I hate mules.
I hear you hate mules.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do. Oh, we're getting siege tanks. That's interesting. A little bit cautious, although
Siege is not done, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he didn't win on that attack, but it was enough to keep him in the game and to put Terran on the back foot.
His income is not completely awful, although it might be completely awful after this drop right here.
Yeah, this drop.
He
is not prepared.
I don't think he has a forge yet. He really doesn't. He's been working off of 3 gates this whole time. Wow.
Yeah, he is not prepared. He is not getting gas at all, but this drop.
He doesn't seem to be learning. StarCraft is a stressful game, though. I don't really blame him.
Looks like he won't evacuate. Oh, there he goes. Just in time to save the last few units. How many probes do we have mining?
Not enough.
11.
Not nearly enough, especially
25
because
workers.
Terran is well on his way to getting saturation at his natural.
Yeah, Terran is almost 4 times the supply of the Protoss player.
Yeah, and that's counting SCVs.
So this does not look good for Protoss.
Yeah.
This final push may just end the game right here.
I think it will, Craig. I think it will. I like that cautious scan.
Yeah. Well, he's really got nothing to lose at this point. There's the siege. Really, for almost no reason. There's no defense at this front ramp.
There's no defense.
There's no defense anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Terran is supply blocked, but it won't matter. Because this game is moments away. And there's the GG. And that ties it up. Kdogma bringing it back for his team. Columbia College ties it up at 2-2. And this will go into one final match with each team choosing an ace. Normally, each player can only play once for the series, but you are allowed to bring back a player to play a second time in the ace match. So it's really a surprise for both teams who will play. How do you feel about the game we just watched, Mike?
I mean, a lot of stuff to say, but against such a Marauder-heavy force, most of your money, a good portion of your money, should be going to Zealots, and Charge is a must. Charge and Force Fields, I wouldn't say decimate, but they greatly even the odds against a Marauder-heavy force, because Marauders, I mean, they can kite you, but with decent Force Field placement, you should be able to just back them up.
Yeah, we really just didn't see much of a response. I think icpunkrawk was really just on the back foot the whole game. Just didn't really have a plan to deal with the constant pressure that the Terran player was putting on him.
Yeah.
We never saw any way to deal with those drops, any sort of counter measures aside from that one almost all-in push to try to even the odds a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. See what happens next.